What is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is when you express the meaning of something written or spoken using different words. There are 5 easy steps to paraphrasing. Step 1, separate the information, usually into sentences or 2 sentences. Step 2, select the important words. Step 3, replace those words with synonyms. Step 4, complete new sentences by rearranging the order of the sentences with the new synonyms. Step 5, review and check to see if the new sentence has the same meaning as the original, with different words, of course. Step 1, separate the information. Choose the paragraph you want to paraphrase and separate them by sentences. I chose this one article that appeared in Scholastic.com about Fortnite, and I already separated these into sentences for you. You can see that the first sentence is really 2 small sentences, and if sentences are small, it's okay to combine them when you want to paraphrase. Then select the important words in each sentence. Words that are important are nouns, main verbs, adjectives, adverbs, words that question like who, what, when, where, and why, and negatives like not or never. Step 3, find replacement words. What is a synonym? Well, it's not cinnamon like I have in the picture. It's another word that is more or less interchangeable with the word at hand. Synonym examples. On the right, it says the picture was hard to describe, and the second sentence is the picture was difficult to describe. Hard and difficult in this example have the same meaning, so they're synonyms of one another. In sentence 1, you select the word that you want to change, the important word in the sentence, then right-click your mouse and select synonyms. In this case, I would select the word harmful, just the word harmful, nothing more. Keep my mouse on top of it, right-click it, go to synonyms, and then find a replacement. Now the replacement has to make sense. So I know that harmful and unsafe are good words to use interchangeably. So I'm going to choose unsafe. Notice how it changes that word for you if it's in the sentence. Option 2, using Google. In the original sentence, it can be addictive. The word addictive doesn't have a good replacement. Right-click, synonyms. There are no suggestions. So in this case, we're going to use a Google search. I like to type in the keywords synonym for addictive. There are other ways to do this, of course, but this way I think is the easiest. Then you'll get results like this. These are my results from Google. Addictive, and then it tells me the part of speech that it is, and it tells me the synonyms. Habit forming, addictive. I think those 2 words work pretty well interchangeably. I'm going to choose habit forming. Then you're going to continue replacing the important words with synonyms. Fortnite is unsafe for children. In the original sentence, it was Fortnite is harmful for kids. So with this selected, right-click synonyms, children is a good replacement for the word kids. Then you're going to create a new paraphrase sentence. Mix it up. Make sure the order of the words in your new sentence are in a different order from the original. This is the sentence with our synonyms. Fortnite is unsafe for children. First of all, it can be habit forming. What I like to do is start with the second half of the sentence and bring that to the beginning. That way I'm sure that my sentence structure is not the same as the original one, which is the way that we want to do it when we're paraphrasing. So I'm going to start with the second sentence. Because Fortnite can be habit forming, it is unsafe for children. Do you see how these are in a different order? But these both pretty much, well, we're going to check. We're going to check in the next slide to see if it makes sense. Step 5. Review and check to see if it has the same meaning as the original sentence. The original sentence right here, Fortnite is harmful for kids. First of all, it can be addictive. And our new sentence is, because Fortnite can be habit forming, it is unsafe for children. Do you see how this has the same meaning, but it's saying something in a different way. If it doesn't, then you should go back and revise your synonyms and make sure that you choose synonyms that make sense in the sentence. Sometimes you can't find synonyms for words. So when that happens, we might have to just use our common knowledge or our best guess as to what we can replace the words with. We'll see this coming up in the next slide. In the next sentence, the sentence reads, "My twin brother plays so much that my parents had to set a time limit." Now, I won't be able to find a synonym for the words twin brother, but I know that a twin brother is my sibling, so I can just use that from the top of my head and replace twin brother with sibling. Now, plays is a little bit harder, so I would use a synonym to complete that and change it with the word competes. These are small words that we don't have to worry about, but this is a big word, parents. That's an important word that carries meaning in the sentence. And I don't have to look that one up because I know that my parents are my mom and dad, and I can easily replace that, the word parents, with mom and dad in my new sentence. This one's a little bit harder because the word set has multiple meanings in different situations. So in this case, the word set means to enforce. So be careful when you're looking for synonyms that it has the same meaning, because this could be set on a table or set your time. It has many different contexts that it can be correct in. So it has to be correct in the context that you have for your sentence. Time limit is another one that I might not find a synonym for, but limit and cutoff are interchangeable, so I chose to use cutoff in place of time limit. Then we're going to mix it up so that the new sentence doesn't have the same sentence structure as the original sentence. The original sentence was, "My twin brother plays so much that my parents had to set a time limit." With synonyms, it says, "My sibling competes so much that my mom and dad had to enforce a cutoff time." But we're not done. We're going to start with the end of the sentence now and rewrite it so that it doesn't have the same sentence structure as the original one. So starting with the end of the sentence, I'm going to start with mom and dad. My mom and dad had to enforce a cutoff time because my sibling competes so much. Then check to see if it makes sense. Does this say pretty much the same thing as the original sentence, only with different words and in a different order? If it does, you're doing great. Here's another example that I'd like for you to do on your own. What you're going to do is change the red words to their synonyms or replacements if you can do it off the top of your head, and then rewrite. The original sentence is, "Fortnite is violent. Sure, it doesn't show blood, but players still kill each other, and that's too intense for kids." So using synonyms, the red words have been replaced. Violent to aggressive. Blood was actually replaced to gore. Players were, well, that one was hard to find a synonym for, but we know that people who play games online are called gamers, so we can use our common knowledge about that and replace that. Kill was replaced with slaughter. Intense was replaced with the synonym extreme. And kids were replaced with children. Now we have to mix it up. In this case, I used two sentences. It still is not in the same order as the original sentence. So the new mixed up sentences, although Fortnite doesn't show gore, gamers still slaughter each other. It is very aggressive, and that's too extreme for children. So it's kind of close to the sentence structure. We can continue to work on it. You have to decide on your own. Is this changed enough, or can you change the sentence structure so it's even better? You decide. The next sentence I'd like for you to do on your own. Pause this video and complete the sentence and show me so we can check it. Happy paraphrasing!